How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Gaming with Geeks. My name is Johnny. Typically, I'm going to be known as the guy who does Nintendo content around here, but I'm also a big fan of Halo. Now, the videos that are doing a lot of reaction videos or trailer breakdowns, they're getting claimed like crazy. They're even getting blocked from many channels. So instead, what I've done is I want to react to this channel, kind of share my thoughts with you guys, see what you guys think about it, but I also want to do kind of a shot-by-shot take of it. And so we'll just be reacting to still photos. I assume most of you have already seen the trailer if you've clicked on this video. If not, you can go check out that first and then come back here. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. I am cautiously optimistic about the trailer. So this is the first shot that's on the screen right now. We don't have a confirmed location of what this is, but this is a beautiful shot. I really like a lot of the layout here. And then there's this one. We've got Chief looking at some sort of structure, some sort of monument. Looks like it could be Forerunner technology, possibly. So not really too sure what that one is. And then we've got a beautiful city in this next shot here, which this one I really like the looks of it. So everything so far that I'm seeing in the trailer is doing nothing but getting me excited. And then the next shot, I heard a lot of people speculating whether or not this is Halsey. This is confirmed to be Dr. Halsey. If you've played the Halo games, you're very familiar with who Catherine Halsey is. In the game, she's the same voice actor as Cortana. She's big to the story. She's big to Master Chief's story. And I like the casting of this one as well. She looks the part. And then we got another sort of, man, I don't even know what that is, but I'm liking the looks of things so far. Now this character, this is where things get a little bit concerning with me, not necessarily because of the person casted here. This is a new character. This is confirmed to be a new character. This is supposed to be a 16-year-old girl who apparently is going to have some sort of close relationship with Chief. And so how they're going to run into each other, how that relationship's going to develop. Personally, I feel like there's already enough important characters within the lore of Halo. The characters I would love to see in this trailer would be Master Chief. I want to see Cortana. I want to see Sergeant Johnson, Captain Keyes. I definitely want to see some Covenant, and we don't see any of the Covenant in this trailer. So the fact that we're getting new characters just feels like we don't necessarily have our priorities in the right place. But, you know, they get to check some boxes with getting all these different actors and actresses in there. So the next shot we got, this one is exciting. This is the money shot for me. This is High Charity, and it looks gorgeous. Now, I would love to see some Covenant in this trailer to go along with that, and a grunt or an elite or a brute or freaking Truth, one of the prophets. Like, that would have been awesome. But instead, we get to just see High Charity. But this looks gorgeous, and so this is exciting to see this. Now the next shot is again another concerning thing, because one of the first characters we see is another made-up character for the show. This character is apparently supposed to be raised by the Covenant, which everyone I've talked to who are Halo fans seems to hate this idea, as do I, because the Covenant just hate humans. They just hate the UNSC. I don't understand what the benefit would be for them to take on one of us and raise that person. Obviously, that's going to make this person a pretty complex character. It's probably going to give us a more POV perspective of what's going on within the Covenant. I feel like that character should be the Arbiter who plays that role, which we don't see in the trailer. Who knows if the Arbiter is even going to be in this? If you know anything about that, let me know in the comments below. But he's not in the trailer. So this character apparently has some ties to the actual lore of Halo. Again, as somebody who's mostly just played the games, I'm a little bit familiar with some of the source material, but as someone who's just played the games, I would love to see some of the more prominent characters from the games. I would love to have seen Sergeant Johnson in this trailer. This guy is a former Spartan, or might actually still be a Spartan. I'm not too sure. The next shot, we see a child. Don't know who the child is. This could be John as a child. Based on the trailer, we hear what apparently seems like Dr. Halsey talking to Chief. So this might be a younger Chief. Not really too sure on that. And then this shot's fantastic, because what we see is we see a Pelican in the background. We see all of the UNSC look like they're getting ready for battle. If you look at the top right corner of this photo, You see some scorpion tanks. You see some right around the center of the photo. You see some warthogs. Looks like there's even some mongooses back there as well. So this is a really exciting shot. And as far as how everything works from an art design, this is good old Bungie days looking Halo. And so I really like the way everything's turning out there. Now this one secretly might get some people a little bit upset. This is Miranda Keyes, so Captain Keyes' daughter. She's a big character in Halo 2 and in Halo 3. They've race swapped her. So again, they're checking more boxes. She might do good. I mean, it doesn't totally bother me, but again, it's just more concerns about, do they have their priorities in the right place here? So we'll see where that goes. The storyline of this show is apparently taking place during the Human and Covenant War, which is at the end of Halo 3, right around the end of Halo 3, which is weird. I would have preferred the story to have taken place a bit earlier. I feel like there's so much that they've skipped, but it's also not going to be completely lore accurate and doesn't seem to be completely in line with what's happened in the game so far, because they have already casted Captain Keyes. And we all remember what happened to Captain Keyes in Halo 1. So, if Captain Keyes is casted and he's in the story here, unless it's a flashback sequence, it could be a flashback sequence, but if he's in the show and it's not a flashback sequence, and this is supposed to take place towards the end of Halo 3, then we already know that this isn't going to be a lore accurate, or at least video game accurate portrayal of Halo. So again, some concerns here. We'll go on to the next one. Now, we see a few Spartans. There's going to be Spartans assisting Master Chief. There's other pages that talk about more in depth who these Spartans are supposed to be. So we see this one that looks like they've got a sniper rifle. Yeah, that looks like a sniper rifle. And then the next one, which I believe is holding a DMR. It's kind of hard to tell there. And then the next shot, again, we've got pelicans, almost kind of like a nighttime scene, a city scene. Again, everything's looking good. It's just this trailer doesn't show any of the opposition. And if I want to get psyched about a good story, I want to feel, dread about the antagonist. I want to see who the villain is. I want to see what the UNSC is up against. So that would have been nice. Again, we're seeing all these characters and we're seeing all these troops and all these soldiers, but no Covenant, no enemies. And so I would have loved to have seen that. Another character not familiar with. I believe this character is another made-up character for the show. Again, may just be checking boxes. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen more of the established canon. That would have been my preference. And then the biggest money shot of the entire trailer, Master Chief. We see him land. We see just a gorgeous looking armor. I wouldn't change a thing. I absolutely love the way he looks here. This is like prime Halo 3 Master Chief form. And man, he looks fantastic. I hope that the voice works, because they're not going to have Steve Downes doing the voice for Master Chief. So we're going to see how the guy playing as Master Chief does. Is it going to be believable? I mean, those crucial one-liners that Chief drops are so pivotal to his character and how we perceive Chief, so I really hope they execute it. I hope they don't go overboard on the dialogue. And yes, he needs to be OP. Like, the story needs to focus on Chief, and it needs to focus on Cortana. So again, that's part of my concern with all these other characters that they're bringing into it, is Chief going to be overshadowed in his own show? And I sure as heck hope not. So yep, the next shot is just the final shot. The new series, streaming in 2022. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not going to let myself get too excited, because I've been burned by too many of my favorite IPs lately in the past few years. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited about it? Are you dreading it? I really want to hear your thoughts. I'd love to feel excited about it, but yeah, I've been burned too many times for that. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.